Good morning, everybody, and a good Erev Shabbos. Can't wait to experience Shabbos once again. I hope you are all doing well, and I want to share with you a thought on the Torah portion, a Dvar Torah, so that you can share at your Shabbos table or have a discussion whenever you think the time is right. So there's a saying, a phrase that runs throughout this parsha multiple times. And the saying is, Vayechazak lev Paro, and Pharaoh hardened his heart. V'lo shama alehem. And as a result, he couldn't hear, couldn't listen, he couldn't hear. Now, obviously on the simple level, this is talking about Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. After each of the 10 plagues, he hardened his heart and he refused to listen and he didn't take the lesson and he didn't change his mind. That's on the basic level. But on a deeper level, I've explained before that Pharaoh in the Torah is always symbolic of the Pharaoh within us, the Yetzer Hara, that negative inclination that we have inside of us that tries to seek our undoing, that tries to prevent us from reaching our potential, becoming the people that we can be. So V'yechazak lev Paro, the Pharaoh within us, the Yetzer Hara, hardens our heart. And what's the result? V'lo shama alehem. We can't hear anything anybody's saying. Our eyes are closed, our ears are shut. Now, what is this talking about? I think what this means is that we all go through life with narratives. Narratives, stories that we have about other people. This applies in every aspect of our lives, at work, and it certainly applies at home. And think about an example, like a couple. You have a couple. And that couple, each person in the couple, they have a narrative about the other person in the couple. I might say, she's not sensitive to me, or she's self-absorbed, and she might say he's cheap or he's inattentive. We have these narratives. They might be true, but they might not be true. And we carry them around with us. And then every single thing that person does, whether it's a spouse or a child or someone at work, we neatly interpret those actions to fit perfectly well into the narrative that we have about them already. And what happens? We harden our hearts and we're not listening. We're not open-minded. This applies in all areas of life. And we do this, we exist in a world where even the media that we consume, we don't watch or listen to or read commentators or podcasts or blogs that are coming from people that don't believe what we already believe. That's not how it works. We believe what we believe. I have my certain political views or moral views or values, and then I go and I read and I consume media that fits so perfectly into the narrative that I already have. And what happens? I reinforce my narrative. V'lo shama alehem, and then I can't hear anything else. I can't entertain the possibility that another person can look at the same thing that I'm looking at a different way. No, that can't be. I look at that person and I say, if they don't believe what I believe, there's something wrong with them. They're stupid, or they're evil, or whatever it is, because we create these narratives for ourselves. And certainly when we live inside of the social media bubble, where these algorithmic processes, these algorithms that have been created in the social media realm, make sure that we only see the things that we're interested in. See, they learn what we care about. They learn what we believe by what we click on, and then they pop up things that are going to fit perfectly into what we already want to read and what we already want to hear. So we live in a bubble, in an echo chamber of our own beliefs and values. We do it politically, we do it morally, and we do it in our homes. V'yechazak lev Paro, that Pharaoh within us hardens our heart. And we need to let go of that. Because if we don't, we can't hear the people around us and what they're trying to say to us. We have to ask ourselves critical questions and think and apply our intellect to our relationships and our values so that we're really thinking and not just acting with a hardened heart. Yep. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful Shabbos and miss you all. Shabbat Shalom.